Welcome to the Uncommon Transformation television series.
It could be described as a gathering of who is who in the Nigerian media and entertainment industry, as lovers of exemplary leadership from within and outside the country filled up the Eco Hotel and Suites, Victoria Island on Sunday, May 5th, 2012, for the annual Silverbird Awards ceremony. Although several nominees were slated for awards, everyone present agreed that the transformation drive experienced in Akwa Ibom under the Akpabio administration has earned him the recognition for honors at the event. When he stepped into the venue of the event, the whole atmosphere became electric as everyone, including former Nigerian heads of state at the event, clearly wanted to identify with Chief Akpabio, a man whose blossoming heart paints a picture of well-being of his people redefined. Chief Akpabio was accompanied by his deputy, Mr. Nsima Ekere, Speaker, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Sami Kon, and members of the State House of Assembly, State Executive Council members, as well as stakeholders, friends and admirers of the Uncommon Transformation Drive being orchestrated by the Akpabio's administration in Akwa Ibom State. The unrivaled vigor at the venue of the event, with Chief Akpabio's arrival at about 6:50 p.m., was synonymous with the new lease of life introduced by his administration into Akwa Ibom since his inauguration in 2007. The intermingling of history with the present played out at this year's Silverbird Award ceremony. Symbolically, it served as a reflection on the lifetime achievements of notable past heroes like Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Sir Ahmadu Bello, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, who were honored with posthumous awards, and others like former heads of state Dr. Yakubu Gowon, General Muhammadu Buhari, and former Minister of Defense General Theophilus Danjuma, who also got recognitions from the organizers of the event. Governor Akpabio was announced Joint Man of the Year winner with Alhaji Aliko Dangote, and the organizers said Akpabio's emergence followed a rigorous and painstaking voting process by Nigerians the world over, who appreciated his silent revolution in repositioning his state, Akwa Ibom, as a destination of choice after 5 years in office. At the event, speaker after speaker spoke about the state of the Nigerian nation. Chief Ernest Shoneko, former head of state, and other leaders were unequivocal in calling for peace and unity in the country.
I think it's a good thing when you are publicly recognized when you are still alive. I see it as a new development because it is a marked departure from the PhD or put him down syndrome.
On behalf of all Nigerians who gave me the opportunity to serve them, and also for their total loyalty, I can assure you the word that is being used today to say go on means go on with one Nigeria. It was not my own coinage, and we are all responsible in the Senate. We must all do whatever we can to really stop what is happening in the country.
In these troubled days of our country, while we pray and strive to make it a better place and to remember our founding fathers for their dreams, their sacrifices and efforts to make this country great.
When he mounted the rostrum with his constantly supportive wife to be honored, Chief Godswill Obot Akpabio's unparalleled leadership profile was reaffirmed, just like a light that cannot be hidden.
The first time my attention was drawn to the work of the Akpabio governor, strangely, was in one of the private sessions with the president giving advice, and he had just come back from Rio. And he said to me, "Have you been to Rio?" And I said, "No." He said, "You need to go there." I've never told the governor this incident. He said, "You know, I was a deputy governor in the region. I know what Uyo used to look like, and I know what it looks like now. I think we should all go to this." But if you look at the clips today, what keeps hitting you is infrastructure. Yes. And this is what Nigeria as a country and the Nigerian economy needs. What a government is supposed to do is to unlock the structural constraints ahead of it. If you go and put electricity in a village, the mechanic, the hairdressing salon, the electrician, the carpenter will create a income. So don't create jobs, provide electricity. Yeah. Build roads, build airports, build the ports, give us the rail lines, give access to markets, and the jobs will come. And Governor Akpabio is one of those. When I see a governor that's focused on the hard infrastructure and then the soft infrastructure, the skills for people, the healthcare, people have to be alive and educated first before they can take advantage of the hard infrastructure. That is ultimately what a government is supposed to do with its resources and with creating an enabling environment for the private sector to come and build those things.
I would like to congratulate Governor Akpabio today for this award you're receiving for a job well done, and I would like other governors to emulate what you have done.
Governor Akpabio is one leader whose great investments in human and infrastructural development in the state has fetched him several honors and recognitions within and outside the country. And the Silverbird Award came barely a week after the City People magazine conferred a Best Governor in Nigeria award on him, 2 months after he bagged the Sun newspaper Man of the Year, and 3 months following his conferment with the Governor of the Year in Infrastructural Development and Human Empowerment by the Central Bank of Nigeria. His visionary leadership style has motivated and reshaped an entire generation of Akwa Ibom people, provided hope of a greater future, and has become a metaphor in transformational leadership. But for the man of vision, the award was only a reminder to Nigerians that there is hope for Nigeria as a country and that he was transforming Akwa Ibom into a moral compass for good governance.
I'd like to thank the Nigerian public that voted for me and my brother, Nico Dangote. So I thank Silverbird
for such an excellent organization. One of those little kids shown during the Civil War film look like me. I called my wife, I said, look at that boy crying with Koshoto. Are you sure I'm not the one? I can tell you, if they bring that film again, I'll show you the boy. I suspect that was me. I was one of the victims of that war. I suspect strongly that somebody captured me, even at that time. I think that should be the beginning of my history. It should start from that film. That was a horrific sight. May never happen again in Jesus' name. You see, as we are here now, we don't have the opportunity to change the past, but today we have the opportunity to change the future. We have to go. Myself and my brother Aliko Dangote, we are receiving this award at a time when bombs are exploding all over our country and innocent lives are being lost on a daily basis. Should it be so? Brothers killing brothers for whatever reason. I think that was the situation that led to the war from the film we were shown. Quite unfortunately, in 2012, that situation is repeating itself. It's staring us in the face. Should we keep quiet? Don't you think we have an opportunity to change tomorrow? This is why I said I won't make any speech. Because Bambus has gathered all of us, the past, the then, and the now. And in front of us, we even have the future. Because my children are here. What kind of future are we going to get to push ourselves of anything we could have done, maybe in the past or even in the present, that could in any way contribute to the current pains Nigerians are feeling? We may not hear of any bomb exploding right in this hall, but we feel the threat. I'm sure we feel the threat. If a glass drops, we look around. This is not the way to be. I must use this opportunity to appeal to our brothers. No matter the temptation, do not take the life of a fellow Nigerian. And for those of us who are craving for political power, do not go to the extreme. Because at the end, you may have that power, but you will never have peace. And what will you do with that power? What will you do with that power if you have the power and you don't have peace? In this hall, starting from my brother Eric, all the way down to General, all of us, we can sit together and discuss the problems in this country and find ways to resolve issues without killing one another. This killing must stop. Many years after the Civil War is still being fought in Nigeria. Hunger, deprivation. 1973, I went on a train to Zaria to go and take a class in the Nigerian military school. 30 years after, the trains have disappeared. 1988-89, I could drive from Lagos all the way to Akwa Ibom. 1990, I remember one restaurant, I would drive 7 hours, I'll be in Akwa Ibom. 1990, I'll go there to go and eat, and they didn't know that I was coming from Lagos by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 30 years, 25 years after, the roads have disappeared. At a time when many people in the world are paying money now as leisure to go to the moon, Nigerians cannot find roads to their houses. I was a victim of that war. And I know I slept in primary schools, I slept in churches. Many years after the war, there was no house in my village. So I know what it is when we are talking about poverty. And this was the thing that informed what we are saying, which they call uncommon transformation. When they mention 1,400 villages, it's not a fluke, it's not a media propaganda. It's there, it's real. I'm privileged that the one who been to my state. 50 years we had no airport. We have finished the airport, is there. Come and see. It's a lot. But we have done over 260%. Those things are there. If you come there now, you see the brand new hospitals were built. The flyovers you are seeing in many towns were done by the federal government. I've completed commission 3, so far 3 are under construction, all done by state government. And in this period of economic meltdown, when resources are so scarce, the little I have, I'm utilizing them that you can come there and see. Our Akwa is the only state in Nigeria today that in 5 years we have had 80% capital expenditure in our budget and 20% recurrent. Consistently. As I speak now this year, the capital budget is 84%, 16% recurrent. We have plugged the loopholes of the gauges. You can't put something on nothing and expect it to start. So when people are giving a word, and then sometimes you don't even know, we didn't lobby for it. This was from the public. These are not mere propaganda. Come and see what is going on. So that when you have an opportunity, be determined to change the situation. This positive anger that drove me into the infrastructural revolution.
Irrespective of political affiliation, tribe or age, all Nigerians have come to see the development agenda of the Akpabio administration as an indelible testimony of uncommon transformation.
I am 75 years old now, so I can say I have lived to see so many governments, and especially the creation of Akwa Ibom State. I don't think we've ever seen any governor that has been able to perform like this particular governor. The transformation that is happening in this state, we have never witnessed in our life. Everybody knows I'm a well-traveled Nigerian, and I've gone to all parts of Nigeria, not to talk of the world. But I don't know of any state that has been able to do what this governor has done.
Road construction, water, free education. I'm telling you, Chief Obafemi Awolowo was reincarnated in Akwa Ibom.
One of the things I like about Akwa Ibom is the level of cleanliness. Even in the villages as you pass, you see everywhere is park and clean. It's something to emulate. It's something the country should emulate.
I think it stands out among the governors we have in this country. And I think it's worth to emulate and deserve those honors. I celebrate with him because he has shown that governance is the best thing that can happen. That carry the people, at least at the grassroots level, let them feel the impacts of good governance for once.
As usual, Governor Akpabio at the ceremony displayed a rare sense of humility and chose to dedicate his award to the thousands of children salvaged by his free, compulsory, and qualitative education program. Children who hitherto were castaways, cheap laborers, child prostitutes, etc.
What will I do today? Just to thank all of you and to dedicate this award to the Akwa Ibom children, particularly a particular girl. There's a young lady, a young child that my wife is educating. One of those benefiting from the free and compulsory education which I copied from Chief Awolowo, and I'm implementing in Akwa Ibom. The young child is about to graduate from senior secondary school. She was told by her house mistress that education was not for her time. Education was not for her time. When she heard about the free and compulsory education, she came as an offer, and my wife adopted her. Today, she will soon graduate. So this award dedicated to that child, that a fellow Nigerian who informed that education was not for her time. We may not have equal access, but government must try to provide equal opportunities for all Nigerians.
Akpabio, who has never hesitated, telling the people why he aggressively pursued development with anger in Akwa Ibom State, said he opted for uncommon transformational leadership at the expense of poor leadership to make Akwa Ibom a model state in Nigeria.
These two gentlemen have accomplished so much because we all know that in Nigeria it's very difficult for businessmen to have ideas and accomplish those ideas. And they've created so much employment and made a significant improvement to Nigeria. And I think that's fantastic.
We have all appreciated the tremendous amount of development the state has been processed through under his administration. So for a lot of us back home, this award is expected.
In Akwa Ibom, our governor is working. I'm telling you, he is working. And you know, for others to recognize that fact is so significant. That's why we've come to celebrate with him.
To me, it just means that hard work is being rewarded. You know, we're beginning to appreciate what people around us are doing, what the head of a state, for instance, is doing, or the head of a conglomerate or whatever. It just means you're encouraging people to work harder, to give their best, because at the end of the day, excellence is rewarded.
The governor of Akwa Ibom State has really done so well. I've been there a couple of times and I've seen the great work that he has done in terms of infrastructure that has been put in place there. It's really worth commending.
General T.Y. Danjuma, former Chief of Defense Staff, was among those honored for humanitarian services, and Governor Akpabio's wife, Mrs. Ekaite Unoma Akpabio, was on hand to assist in the presentation. Last November, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, conferred on Akpabio the national honor of Commander of the Order of the Niger, CON, to add to earlier honors including Certificate of Congressional Recognition and Commendation by the United States Congress, doctoral degrees honoris causa by reputable tertiary institutions including the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Federal University of Technology, Owerri, University of Uyo, University of Calabar, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, and fellowship recognition from the Hussaini Adamu Federal Polytechnic, Kazaure in Jigawa State, and the Yaba College of Technology, Lagos. It is worthy of note that Governor Akpabio has become a toast to media professionals in the country, as evidenced in the Excellence Award on Good Governance on him by the National Leadership of the Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, in 2010. Other awards and honors include Daily Independent Newspaper's Man of the Year 2009, Man of the Year by the National Daily Newspaper 2010, Outstanding Human Brand 2010 by Billboard World, Nigeria's Emerging Tiger by This Day newspapers. If we are to go by assurances of Governor Akpabio at the event, then there may just be hope of a bright future for Nigeria.
A confirmation of the fact that Nigerians appreciate good governance, Nigerians appreciate hard work, Nigerians appreciate integrity, Nigerians appreciate transformation. That's what it is. That's what I see. You know, I've been honored variously, but you know, whenever an award of this nature comes, and with the caliber of personages that turn up here today, and everybody speaking transformation, it really means that the entire Nigerian society wants transformation. And therefore, whether you're a local government chairman, whether you're a commissioner, whether you're a governor, if you're in a position to change things with the resources available to you, that Nigerians will really honor you and appreciate you. And for me, this shows an appreciative public, and I give glory to God. I have laid the foundation in terms of infrastructure. We have done a lot of roads, we have done a lot of bridges, we have done a lot of flyovers, we have intervened in schools, We have rehabilitated schools and built new ones. We have done the same thing in the health sector. We have built new hospitals. We are still building even a specialist hospital. We have done the same thing in the aviation industry. We have built a runway. We are still building a taxiway now with a new terminal and a maintenance, repair, and overhaul facility. So I said they haven't seen anything. But I'll be looking majorly at the area of infrastructure, of industrialization, because my belief now is that it is now time for us to create jobs. And that we have built the infrastructure, the backbone, like the independent power plant. So it's time for us to attract industries to the state. And we have made provision in this year's budget to partner with the private sector, either as equity partners or in any way we can, to make sure that we give support to those who wish to invest in the state and those who wish to build factories or industry of any kind in the state. That's what we are going to focus on in order to create jobs for our teaming youth.
Well done,